we're excited to be back home, no question about it. Had a really good road game last night. Played a hot Florida team that was coming off of having a chance to win at Missouri, and so you got to play awfully well to have a chance to win that game, and they did. And so we really played well coming out of the locker room the first quarter, and really played well coming out of the second half. I think it was 30-7 in the third quarter. Just really played well. Scored 56 points the second half. I was really encouraged by how hard our kids played defensively. Just thought we had a lot of energy on the ball. I thought Morgan was much better both ends and really sparked us, gave us a little boost in confidence early. Jordan Danbury came off the bench and was outstanding defensively. It got us going in transition, so it was good to get out of there with a win and come back home and have a chance to play on Sunday in front of our fans. It's such a special place and a special atmosphere. You got a really good Kentucky team coming in with some veteran kids that have, quite frankly, been a thorn in our side. So I'm sure we'll have a couple of really good days of prep and get ready for a very fine Kentucky team.
Players first, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Because just when you get that kind of production from Oregon, how much better can you be?
Well, I just think it's the fifth person on the floor now that you got to, really pay attention to. And Morgan's been working and trying to get out of her little slump that she's been in. Everybody goes through it during the course of a season, and I think it showed in the ball game. Where she's at. She really, I thought, showed really good leadership. But again, I think our team's confidence really goes up when she can do what she did early in the ball game, and it just creates problems for the other team because there's just absolutely nowhere to come from to help off of any of them. They opened in a triangle and two, and we were ready for that. Our kids executed perfectly. Roe got some really good looks, which we knew she would, from there it really, I think we played well.
Morgan, was there any similarities that you think from last night to some of the better offensive games that you've had, like Arkansas, and maybe before the game having a different kind of a mindset or just feeling a little bit different?
I think just shooting without conscious. Sometimes I hesitate and it throws me off, so I just shot it. And when they left me wide open, so I had all the time get myself together and just knock down the shot.
How do you feel about your offensive game this season? Do you necessarily feel like you've kind of been in a slump or been in a funk or whatever word that you want to use?
Yeah, I feel like I have been inconsistent. So I'm trying to be consistent on both ends, offensively and defensively. But when I'm not on offensively, I'm definitely going to try to affect the game in different areas, get my teammates open looks, attacking, and stuff like that. So.
And that's been the thing about this year's team is that she doesn't have to be that 10 points a game person every night because she has so many weapons to choose from. She just got to get them the ball, and that's why her assist-to-turnover ratio is up so high because she is a great distributor. She does find her teammates, and she understands that. I tell you what, Tori last night was really good. She's now, averaging probably 3 assists a game in our over the course of the season, maybe in the last few, but she found Blair in transition, looked for her a couple different times, understanding that's who your shooter is. Let's find her in transition, and she was looking for her. I think she made one, missed one. Makes Tori mad when she misses them. But, again, that's just playing it with each other and having confidence and chemistry. So Mo's doing what she needs to do to help her team win. The most important statistic for Morgan Williams is the W. That's it. Her and Jazz, that's the most important stat. And she's obviously doing a great job in that category.
The fact that you guys have been able to continue to perform at a high level offensively, given, her slump, funk, whatever you want to call it, what does that say about how well she's doing and Jazz is doing for that matter too, protecting the basketball and valuing how much you want the point guards to take care of it?
Give me the question again.
I'm sure. Even though she may not be scoring 10 or 11 points,
Yeah.
her and Jazz, what does that say about you're still?
Well, that's why they're 1 and 2 in the league in assist to turnover ratio, I think, and tops in the country. So again, they're doing what they need to do to help us win at their position. And when you're the point guard, you know what? Some nights you hand it off to the tailback 42 times for 250 yards. Some nights you throw it 42 times for 250 yards. You do what you got to do. And, again, I don't, whatever you want to call it, I just think Morgan had a lot more juice last night, played with a lot more energy, and played with a lot more confidence. To me, she had a little swagger to her. And that's the Morgan we're all used to seeing, and we'd like to see more often.
Vic, how beneficial is it for you to go to your bench, mostly for that fourth quarter, to kind of rest your starters for later on in the season and also get some minutes for that bench?
Sure. I mean, I think it's real important. It builds, again, it gives our starters a chance to cheer for those kids. Those kids are over there supporting them so much of the time, and it gives them valuable Southeastern Conference minutes, and those are invaluable. Boy, you can't put a price tag on them. For those kids to be able to get out there and play well, again, I think is only going to help us down the line. You never know what's going to happen on any night, and you got to be ready. And boy, we were going in transition there in that fourth quarter late, and kids were locked in defensively and then pushing it in transition. So I think we all enjoyed watching that and watching them have success.
Victoria, can you tell us how much fun it is playing with Morgan, whether she's doing a little bit of scoring or you get to throw the ball to her or vice versa?
It's fun because Morgan's my point guard. I've been with her for 4 years. Just her being out there and playing her game is fun. But sometimes I have to tell her to shoot. Like last night, she was wide open and she was trying to run the play. I was like, just shoot the ball. I told her to shoot and she made it. So I feel like just with her having her confidence, she's very fun to play with.
Coach, I asked this question playfully. Have you talked to your accountant or your financial advisor to make a $10,000 withdrawal?
Well, Holly is probably the closest thing to that, and she's, we're both really excited about, obviously, that. Again, my motivation, I wanted these kids, these seniors, to play in front of a packed house, number one. Number two, the Boys and Girls Club is very dear to our heart, so it's a win-win for the Schaefers. I just think it speaks well for our fan base. They just love these kids. They embrace them. Quite frankly, I think we would have done it whether we had that going or not, to be honest with you. I just think our fans are in love with this team. They're so much fun to watch. And anybody that was there last Monday night, they're probably wanting to do that again. And so it's, for us, we've got to defend the home court. This senior class has a chance to go through the year and defending the home court. And I think this senior class is motivated. I think my team's motivated right now to continue one game at a time. And, again, let's see where we are at the end of February.
Victoria and Morgan, what do you guys think about the fact that the way that the fans have responded? Coach says he's going to donate that money, and those two games are a sellout, and the Auburn game is close to being a sellout. Knock on wood, NCAA tournament, those games would be sellouts, so you guys have a chance to play before packed houses, the rest of your games here. What do you think that says about the fans that they want to come out and support you guys?
I would say this tends to impact just the community, and after every game we make sure we go out there and interact with them, and I think that really touches them because I know a lot of people reach out to us on social media saying it really impacted my daughter, inspired her and stuff like that, or son. So they just supporting us, and we try to show them that we care about going out there and play hard as we can every night.
Any other questions?
Hey Morgan, last game before, the game before Florida, South Carolina, they go to the Jazz to end the game. I know that obviously you want what's best for the team. You're going to, that gets you guys a win, that gets you guys a win, of course. But just as a player, does that sort of motivate you to kind of boost your own efforts, or however you want to phrase it, going into the next game?
I would just say, go out there and get more energy and aggression. Because that's what Schaefer needed at the time, more energy. And Jazz went out there, that goes was best at that moment, and she did it. She sealed the game for us. So, I just got to come in and do my part. and let everything else take care of itself.
And Coach, having Rowe back to maybe more of what she had been doing earlier in the season, the flexibility of what Chloe did against South Carolina and having Rowe, knock on wood, like she played last night, do you envision being able to do that more, hopefully, in the same game possibly, and being able to switch with styles regardless of it's a taller lineup or go back to a small?
Sure, I think that's the uniqueness of this team. We have some different lineups that can really go out and play well for us. I was talking with Tori in the office this morning. I just thought we were really interested last night defensively. I thought Tori was really engaged on the defensive end, sealing, denying, ball pressure. We work so hard defensively every day, and you look at the numbers the last 6 ball games, what we've done, they're starting to get it a little bit. I hate to even talk about it, but I mean, it just, I thought we were really engaged. But again, the small lineup kind of was good last night because Tori was really doing a great job on their big and their 4-player and locking her down and was able to rebound with her. But I just think the versatility of having a Chloe come in and play 28 minutes against South Carolina, it's huge. And the same thing is it can be said for Jordan last night, comes in, plays 15 minutes, I think, and just absolutely disrupted their entire offense. I mean, they were out there running their offense from the corner of half court. She bothered that kid so bad. And so you've got that flexibility. You've got flexibility at point guard with Jazz. So we've got some moving parts and moving pieces that, again, make us unique. And, we can kind of adapt to some different lineups.
Do you think that, given what you said about Jordan and Morgan when she was talking about her energy, do you envision the possibility if the pressure on the ball is enough that you could possibly even use a small lineup against a bigger lineup if the guard play is putting that much pressure on the opponent's backcourt? Yeah,
Yeah, it really depends on the matchup with probably with Tori, and how big we are, how big they are down there, and just the success she may be having. Or it could even have to do with, foul trouble, whether it's her or Tiara or any of the aforementioned. I mean, that all plays into it. And, Zion's come in and competed and done well at times. So, we've got some pieces that are pretty movable. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people that play double-figure minutes right now over the course of the season, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 in our last 5, so 8 in conference. So it's not bad.